Now, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Seth Bohnhoff.
All right, no better way to start off the weekend than with some beautiful sunshine and some very mild temperatures, too. Today is about as good of a day as you can draw up here this time of year. There's a look at the ball diamond in Gibson City, where we've still got some nice clear skies, some sunshine there in the background, of course. Maybe a few clouds starting to pick up there across the northwest, but for the most part, we're still seeing a pretty clean satellite picture. Just kind of watching this feature up there to our northwest as maybe our blue sky starts to turn a little cloudy here before too long. Temperatures, though, right about where they should be this time of year. We're at 60 in Champaign, 58 over in Danville, 57 currently in Paris. And as we look at those winds, they've been pretty calm throughout the day today, but now starting to pick up there as, again, there's a system off to our northwest that is going to increase those winds. We're looking at readings between 5 and 15 miles an hour. Out of the south, that's going to continue to keep some of that warmer air flowing this direction. Those clouds rolling on in, too. It is not going to be a chilly night like we had last night, where we dropped down there close to 30 degrees. Maybe just 45 degrees tonight, so much more mild air is on the way here tonight. Let's talk about another thing you might see in the sky tonight, the full moon. This one is known as the pink moon, although the actual color of the moon will be the normal color you expect. The reason it's called that this time of year is because in the springtime, of course, you got your flowers blooming there, and I guess they just decided to go with the pink flowers to name that one after. It'll actually hit full illumination at 7:22 p.m. tonight, but there will be some of those clouds present, so maybe you'll have a shot at seeing it. It's actually going to be a micro moon as well. It's actually pretty far away from Earth, so maybe appears a little smaller than it normally does. Heading on into our Sunday, of course, the Masters wraps up here on CBS, and if you are a big fan of that, I got a graphic for you here. 71 tomorrow, but maybe not the best day to golf around here, because look at those winds. It'll be around 35 to 40 mile an hour gusts. It was nice to enjoy today because it feels like most days we have some pretty strong winds around here. I know it's the number one complaint is, why does the wind keep blowing through here? Well, we got a break from it today, and now unfortunately we're going to have to pay for it, not just tomorrow, but in the day Monday too. Even though the numbers don't look quite as strong, you're going to have to deal with it again on the day Tuesday. I think maybe Wednesday's one day we don't have to deal with it, but you pretty much get the picture. Thursday, Friday, those winds will stick around. And the reason we see winds that strong is because we're going to have some systems rolling in and then exiting as well. Anytime you have high pressure next to low pressure, that's where your winds usually become a little stronger. And you can even tell that on the temperatures. We're going to have one system roll through here at the beginning of the week. That's going to cool us off. Then another one towards the end of the week brings those temps up. And once it leaves, they drop off once again. So lots of up and down activity here over the next several days. And we'll see that here with the rain chances too. Not a huge chance for rain into the day Monday. That's just going to pretty much drop temperatures, maybe a few raindrops, and that's it. We're kind of just generally watching Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even into the weekend. I think one of those days will kind of emerge as the more likely day for a chance for showers and storms. But for the moment, kind of keeping them all on hand right now. Keep an eye on that. There's that next system ready to roll on through towards the weekend. So we'll kind of have to monitor and see how things trend over time. Models aren't in complete agreement on timing or placement with all that, so we'll just have to keep an eye out for it. Maybe around 1/4 inch possible of rain by the time that's all said and done. That'll actually be the start to a pretty common theme in the next couple weeks, though, because your extended outlooks show that second shade of green, which means maybe some more chances for some showers and storms. The pattern just overall becoming a little more active. So even though it's been quiet for the better part of about 5 days or so, we are going to see that activity increase. Maybe not this week, but towards the incoming weekend and the following week as well. For now, we're just going to enjoy our nice temperatures and our dry days as well. 71 with a little wind. It doesn't sound too bad, but like I said, Will, people do not like their wind. It just ruins their day.
Yeah, and before you know it, it's going to be 90, right, Seth?
Before we know it, it'll be up there at some point. But here we are, talking about those temperatures into the 30s last night. You don't know what season we're in half the time around here.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate it. Hospital